I think I honestly forgot how good this movie really is. Here in my car, and I just got out of the theater re-release for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, directed by David Yates, the 5th in the Harry Potter franchise. And I'm gonna be honest, this used to be probably my least favorite movie, but I really feel completely different about this movie after watching it here today. There are still some negatives, but I'm gonna start with all the positives. First of all, I think this movie has some of the best battles, specifically two at the end. We've got the battle with the Order of the Phoenix and the Death Eaters, and then followed right up in like the same scene essentially by Dumbledore going head to head with Voldemort in the Ministry of Magic. And this is like amazing. I forgot how damn good this sequence is, just in terms of just movies in general. This is like amazing. I'm gonna go home and rewatch this battle between Voldemort and Dumbledore when I get home. It is kind of weird that the CGI and everything, the sound design was incredible during this battle, but it's weird how it's contrasted by some of the worst CGI with that giant that's like half brothers with Hagrid in the woods. That didn't look good at all. But anyway, Snape, Alan Rickman, I think it's one of his best performances in the entire series. The scenes where he does one-on-one sessions with Harry, not like that. Don't get any ideas. Even though it kind of is, because he's infiltrating his memories and stuff. I also forgot just how dark this movie is, literally and figuratively. Like, the entire movie basically takes place during a thunderstorm, heavy rain, heavy thunder and lightning, and I love the atmosphere of that. And also just how dark the plot gets, with Voldemort trying to infiltrate Harry's mind and all of that. But now let's get to the things that I have never liked and still do not like about this movie. And that is almost everything to do with Umbridge. Dolores Umbridge, who takes over Hogwarts. She starts severely punishing the kids, but simultaneously not teaching them anything about magic. I've always hated that plot line. Not that it doesn't work per se, I just don't personally enjoy the amount of time we spent with that as a plot. I also really don't like and think it's very cheesy how they go about portraying the Room of Requirement and Harry training these kids, students, whatever, and how Filch and Malfoy and those guys are like snooping around, leaning behind walls, trying to figure out what's going on. It's cheesy as hell, and I do not enjoy it at all. But there's so much to like in this movie that I don't know if I ever really appreciated as much as I do right now. Going back for a second, I know this is all over the place, but Snape in his session with Harry, when Harry infiltrates his mind, I love how they gave us just a little bit of, yeah, Harry's dad was kind of a dick, and he bullied Snape, and maybe that's a little bit of why Snape has some resentment towards Harry's father and Harry himself. I like how they just sprinkled a little bit in, but they don't go overboard with it like they may or may not in future films, even though it may be necessary. It kind of is necessary later on. But anyway, what do you guys think about this movie? Where does it rank in your Harry Potter lineup? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.